Hello and a very warm good morning, dear students. So, today we will discuss a very interesting topic, which is action research. Action research consists of two words, which is action and research. Action means to do something, and research means to find something again and again. So, if we club both words together, action research means to find a solution of a problem again and again while working. So, this term is introduced in education by Stephen M. Covey. He mentioned in 1953 that if we want to improve our school practices, a teacher should be involved in the research process. He mentioned that the action research is a process for studying problems scientifically by practitioners to take decision for improving their current practices. If we go through this definition, two, three important terms are mentioned here. The first thing is that the action research is a scientific process. Means we find the solution of a problem scientifically. We follow all the rules and regulations and steps which is related with research. So it is a scientific process. The second thing is that action research is conducted by the practitioner who involve in that practice. Like if I am a teacher and I am teaching in my classroom and some specific group of students are not getting my content that what I am teaching. So what I can do, I can do an action research on those students and try out some other methods and collect the data, and after that find the solution. So action research is conducted by the practitioners only, and the aim of action research is to improve the current practices. So similar definition is given by Sarah Blackwell. She also mentioned that research concerned with school problems carried on by school personnel to improve school practices is called action research. She also mentioned that action research is carried out by school personnels who involve in that practice directly, and the aim of to find out the solution, and the ultimate aim is to improve the school practices. So we can clearly understand that the action research is little bit different, or not little bit, it is very much different from the normal research or basic research. So the discussion or the definition we have discussed till now, we reach on the conclusion, or we can say that these are the characteristics of action research, that it is a spot research. We can do this research on the spot or where we are working. So it deals with the specific problem we face on the spot. It deals with some solution or some situational problems and find out solution for that. So when we are working, whatever specific problems we are facing, action research is conducted to find out the solution of that problems. It goes to bring improvement in the situation. The ultimate aim of action research is to find out the solution or bring improvement in that situation. It is less rigor or informal. Like normal researches are very rigorous, they follow rigorous process and formal process, whereas the action research is less rigor and informal. Less formal, we can say, not informal. Action researches are less formal because it is flexible. It aims to study the problem scientifically in order to guide, correct and evaluate the educational practices. So the aim of action research is to improve the situation, to find out the solution of a particular problem. So we can say that we can't generalize the result of action research, as it is a specific solution of that particular problem. So with these characteristics, we are now able to understand that what is action research. Now we will discuss that what is the difference between basic research and action research. So we can say that basic research is conducted on a large scale, whereas the sample size is also large. So we conduct it on large scale, whereas the action research is conducted on a small scale. It is a particular problem of my specific classroom. So the sample size will be my classroom only. So it is conducted on a small scale. For basic research, we need long time, and the duration of submission of thesis is also fixed. So you can't submit your research thesis before that completion of that particular time. So for basic research, we need long time, whereas for action research, we need less time because it is a small scale research. So we need less time for that. After the completion of basic research, we arrived at a general truth, or we apply that knowledge or principle on the large population because the sample size was large. But after the action research, we arrived at specific solution of our particular problem. So we can't generalize that solution to everyone. Basic researches produce knowledge. Through basic research, we produce knowledge, we produce some principles, theories. So, whereas the action research, through the action research, we produce the solution of our particular problem. In normal research, the researcher is from outside. They can choose that particular school or classroom for their sample size, but the researcher is from outside, who is having master degree in that particular area, who is trained or highly qualified. But for action research, researcher is from inside. He or she should involve in that particular practice. The process of basic research is rigorous. It is very much formal, and you can't skip, or you can't you have to follow that the process. So it is rigorous. But in action research, the process is flexible, as we know that our teacher is not uh, trained for action research, or not trained for research. For the minimum training we provide to him for doing this research. So the process of action research is little bit flexible in comparison to the normal researches. So through this diagram, we can understand the process of action research. The process of action research is a spiral where it starts from a specific problem of a particular classroom. We reflect on the problem. We make a plan to solve that problem. We act on the plan and collect some data, conclude it, analyze it, and record that data, and we reach some particular solutions. And after reaching that particular solution, we reflect on that whether it is workable or not. If it is not workable, we again plan and again act, again record the findings, and after that again we reach some conclusion and reflect on that. So we can say that action research will not stop with the solution. It analyze that solution also. So it is a spiral process. It will not stop with the solution only. It checks the practicability of that solution also. The steps involved in the action research are selection of the problem. First, on the first stage, we select a practical problem of our classroom. The problem should be real, practical. So we select a problem. After that, after selection of the problem, we create some hypothesis. Hypotheses are the practical solution or possible solution of that problem. So we create some hypothesis. After the selection of hypothesis, we design our research, that how we will collect the data, what are the tools which is required to collect the data, how we will analyze the data. So in this stage, we design our research. After that, we collect the data with the help of tools, and we analyzed the data, and at the end we reached on the findings and solution of our particular problem. So these are the steps in which involved in the action research, and through this action research we find out the solution of our classroom problem. If any policy which is any policy, if any school policy, we analyze that policy is workable or not. We can find many issues, we can find the solution of many issues like indiscipline, non-submission, non-attendance. So we can find out the solution of these problems through the action research. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for your patience listening.